Have you ever idolized a sporting star only to have them completely fall from hero to zero? Have you ever supported a legendary team only to have them fined or entirely stripped of their winnings? Prepare to be captivated, sickened, and shocked as we explore the most outrageous scandals in sports history. Before we begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for weekly deep dives into our past. Number 1. To win, you need to break a leg. In the world of figure skating, a dance of grace, precision, and style, two stars were once on a collision course. Tonya Harding, with her powerhouse jumps and raw talent, and Nancy Kerrigan, the embodiment of elegance and America's sweetheart. Their rivalry was more than just clickbait for the media. It was a clash of contrasting styles, backgrounds, and paths to glory. As the 1994 Winter Olympics approached, the ice was set for a showdown, both at the peak of their powers, with their sights set on gold. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The rivalry was not just professional, it was personal, fueled by years of competition, each victory and defeat etching a deeper divide. It was on January 6, 1994, during a practice session at the Cobo Arena in Detroit, Michigan, where the unthinkable happened. Backstage, in a dimly lit corridor, Kerrigan was physically attacked, struck on the knee with a police baton, sending Kerrigan to the floor, screaming in agony. Thankfully, the assault did not result in any broken bones, but the injury was severe enough to force her to withdraw from the current event of the US Figure Skating Championships. The assailant was later linked to Tonya Harding's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly. The objective? To eliminate Kerrigan from competing in the upcoming Winter Olympics, clearing the way for a Harding victory. The aftermath was a media frenzy, casting a shadow over the sport's pristine image. Harding's career was doomed despite her denials of involvement, leading to a lifetime ban from competitive figure skating. Kerrigan, on the other hand, showed resilience. Not only did she recover in time for the Olympics, but she also won a silver medal. But the question remains, had she not been injured, would Kerrigan have had the amount of training time necessary in securing the gold? Number 2. Calciopoli, Italy. A country where football is not just a sport, but a pulsating, living entity woven into the fabric of society. The year was 2006, a year that the sporting world was rocked to its core by an unfolding drama that seemed more in line with the criminal underworld. Through a series of intercepted phone calls, texts, and anonymous leaks, a scandal was unearthed. Various club managers were found to be at the center of a complex system designed to select referees sympathetic to teams for important matches. These conversations suggested a level of influence over the selection of officials that compromised the integrity of the Serie A competition. The scandal, known as Calciopoli, unveiled an even deeper web, which uncovered evidence of match fixing via the officials at the highest levels of the Italian Football Federation. Juventus, the most storied of all teams involved, faced the harshest of penalties, stripped of 2 Serie A titles and relegated to a lower division for the first time in their illustrious history. The punishment was a seismic shock to their fans and a stern message to the football community at large. Meanwhile, AC Milan and Fiorentina, among other teams, faced point deductions and fines, sending ripples of disbelief across the globe. In the aftermath, the soul of Italian football underwent a period of introspection and rebirth. Reforms were instituted, checks and balances strengthened, all in the hope of restoring faith in a game that unites millions. Yet the scars of Calciopoli remain, a dark reminder of the cost of victory when it's pursued without honor. Number 3. Fast-paced espionage. Formula 1. Where technology and secrecy intertwine like the gears of a finely tuned engine, a high level of drama was about to unfold. The year was 2007, a time when the battle for supremacy on the asphalt was as heated as ever. Teams McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari were both titans on the track. each with driver lineups loaded with current and future world champions. Having any information on your competitor's car or design could give any team the winning edge, which is exactly what McLaren Mercedes found itself in the possession of. It all began with a disgruntled Ferrari employee. Nigel Stepney, Ferrari's head of performance development, had his personal grievances with Ferrari and sought to share the team's secrets, possibly as a move to sabotage them from within. Contact was made with the chief designer of McLaren Mercedes at the time, Mike Coughlin, and through this contact, it is reported that a dossier containing 780 pages of confidential documents was shared or leaked. This dossier detailed Ferrari's car designs, fuel systems, and other critical performance aspects that were top secret to the team. Notably, a printing shop employee alerted Ferrari of various documents copied under his watch. This set off a chain of events that led to one of the biggest controversies in Formula One history. McLaren Mercedes faced accusations of corporate espionage, resulting in severe penalties, including a record fine and full disqualification from the Constructors' Championship for the 2007 season. A championship they would have won had the leak not come to light. The scandal prompted a serious conversation about ethics in motorsport, with McLaren Mercedes ultimately paying a heavy price for their peek into Ferrari's playbook. It was a reminder that in the high-speed chase for glory, the line between right and wrong can get a little blurry. Number 4. Deflategate. In a sport currently under severe scrutiny, American football deserves its rightful spot on this list. During winter 2015, a controversy brewed that would engulf the NFL in a storm of suspicion and debate. The New England Patriots, a team on top of the world and a captain like no other at the helm, found themselves beached in accusations. This was the beginning of what would become known as Deflategate. The allegations were straightforward yet sensational. Quarterback Tom Brady had intentionally deflated footballs below the league-mandated level. The aim? To gain a competitive edge in the slick, wintry conditions of playoff football. You see, throwing a football well is tricky for most and impossible in the cold. For a high-level athlete, maintaining a solid grip on the football in cold conditions can be the difference between a touchdown pass and an interception. As the scandal unfolded, the NFL launched an investigation based on a trail of text messages, individual PSI measurements, and testimonies that painted a clear picture of deceit. Tom Brady, the golden boy of American football, found himself in the eye of the storm, his legacy hanging in the balance. The fallout was swift and severe. Brady faced a 4-game suspension, a penalty that sparked as much controversy as the alleged offense itself. The New England Patriots were fined a staggering $1 million and stripped of 2 crucial draft picks, which was a huge blow to their future prospects. It was a dark saga that questioned the integrity of the sport's most successful franchise. Number 5. From yellow jersey to red-handed. The story of Lance Armstrong is one of monumental ambition, unparalleled triumphs, and a fall from grace so profound that it still haunts the world of both cycling and competitive sport in its entirety today. Armstrong, an athlete who fought back from cancer to dominate the grueling Tour de France, not once, but 7 times, became an icon of resilience and determination. He was a man who preached fairness and transparency while remaining on top of his game and was understandably loved by many and respected by all. But beneath the surface of every celebrated victory lay a dark, thick web of betrayal to the sport. For years, speculation swirled around Armstrong and his team. Accusations of doping were met with fierce denials, lawsuits, and attacks on critics, all while Armstrong's legend continued to grow. The truth, however, could only remain hidden for so long. In 2013, the facade crumbled when Armstrong, faced with overwhelming evidence, admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs during all of his Tour de France victories. The confession was a bombshell, reverberating far beyond the cycling community. Overnight, Armstrong's storied career was completely dismantled. Stripped of every single one of his Tour de France titles, and banned from professional cycling for life. His legacy was irrevocably tarnished. But the fallout extended beyond just one man. The scandal exposed the pervasive doping culture within cycling, challenging fans and athletes to reckon with the realities of their beloved sport. The Lance Armstrong doping scandal is perhaps the most outrageous sporting scandal of all. As we pedal forward, these stories remain etched in the records of sports history, a complex legacy of incredible feats and profound lessons learned. We thank you for tuning in to this exploration of some moments that forever tainted the sports we know and love. As always, keep questioning the past to understand the present. See you in the next rewind.